Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is time for the animal messages for July 2024. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Julie Hirt. I am a certified soul level animal communicator, certified soul level intuitive coach. And I'm also learning, I actually do a couple other things that I haven't really talked about, like angel tarot card reading certified by Radley Valentine, as well as spirit animal sacred alchemy, which is a healing modality that I will get into via my Substack. So please make sure you're following me on my Substack. I will put the how-tos, if you will, in the notes, because I'll be sharing more about that later this month. But for now, let's get to the big stuff, which is the animal messages for July. If you're new here, what happens is in every single soul level animal communication reading that I have, there is always, of course, the lesson for the human, the homework, all that good stuff that the animal provides in the session. And that actually can always come from either an animal that's alive or even an animal in spirit. So what happens is there's a theme that builds. Many people in a month's period are all working on the same type of lesson. And there's always a little theme in there for me as well, because we're all one and we're all connected. And so we're all working for the greater and higher good, right? So it is those themes that I pull from. I never reveal whose lesson is whose or whose animal is what. And so just to keep everything confidential and copacetic. I will also just say what's super interesting right now is as I'm getting ready to record this, we may be getting a severe thunderstorm, which leads into the animal messages of July, because I and Lucas will need some strength to be able to muddle through, if you will, the thunderstorms, because he does not like them. And I get nervous that he doesn't like them. And he and I are practicing on being more confident, which, if you remember, was the animal message for June. So we're going to have a practice session live right here, right now, as we work on the animal messages for July. Fascinating how the universe works and how our animals are here to support us, isn't it? Anyway, so the animal message for July is strength. And what the animals are really talking about is, much like with confidence, how you've got it, now let's put it to use, like really empowering us. They're doing the same thing with strength. And a lot of times what was coming through for the animals all throughout the month of June, as in relation to strength, was you don't know how strong you are in like a really good way. You really are strong. So let's get a hold of it and let's move ourselves forward with it. And there's a couple of key areas that the animals are saying that you are strong. And one is our intuition. Our intuition is really strong. And many of the clients that I was speaking with this whole month of June, and even in May, this has been showing up for actually many years now too, is there is a feeling in your belly, right? There's a feeling in trusting your gut. That's your intuition. And what the animals are saying is, it is time. You are strong. You have strong intuition. It is time to really put it to play and let it work with you, let it work for you, so you can continue to move forward. So intuition. So how is your animal helping you open up your intuition? Many times, one way that they help you open that up is that you can feel their emotion, you can hear what they're saying. They may show you picture, you might suddenly have a song drop in your head, but that's from your animal. So pay attention to what kind of information you're getting and where it's coming from, because it could actually be coming from your animal. Another way that they will open up your intuition is when they cross the rainbow bridge. And that is an incredibly difficult and sad time. And many times part of why they're crossing is to open you up and to also share with you that you can connect with them and that they're still around you. And so how are they even making their presence known intuitively to you so that you can trust that, open up, and recognize that strength through your intuition? Another way of sharing how strong you are or recognizing how strong you are is your power to listen. particularly, there are many people who have this talent of being able to actively listen, to be able to hold space and listen. If this is you, know that that's a strong suit, and that's a power you can use to go forward. For those of you who would like to work a little bit more on listening, watch to see how your animal is doing things to keep you present, to keep you in the moment, so that you can quiet everything, your body, your mind down, and open up to really listen. Again, that's also intuitive, but there is also listening to the birds, listening to the wind rustling through the leaves, listening to the thunder that's running through overhead right now. So take a listen, or take a look at how strong listening can serve you in recognizing your strength. Another aspect of letting go, of building our strength, is letting go of guilt. Many people had sessions with me this past month and even beforehand about, very much so, about feeling guilty about how their pet crossed, or feeling guilty about something else that transpired in their life, and their animals actually working with them to let go of that guilt. And again, they do things in an effort to get you in your body, in your catch your thoughts, so that when you are feeling guilty, they can catch you doing it. So they may create a behavior that gets your attention, that you're like, oh, wait, hold on a second. What am I thinking about? Wait, I was beating myself up for that thing that isn't necessarily my fault, or it wasn't my fault, or I'm feeling guilty and that's not mine to take, right? Guilt is a choice. And how can we choose to let it go, is what the animals are saying. And in that, letting go of that grief, or letting go of that guilt, that actually helps create room for strength to step forward. So watch for that as well. Also, asking for what you need, asking for what you want, asking for help, all of that, those are all strengths. You have that capability. They're going to do things. I had several medical cases, if you will, in the month of June, where the human was demanding different care for their animal, and to some degree it was falling on some deaf ears. Some people were able to find vets that were more willing to take a different approach, and some vets that were willing to listen to animal communicators in an effort to help the animal. And when that would happen, or when the human needed to be able to stand up and ask for help, ask for what they need, that type of thing, so the animal was working with them in an effort to get this throat chakra open up and be able to ask for what they need. And that is also strength. So how is your animal having you speak up for yourself, for them, even in an effort to do just that? Ask for help, tell people what you need, ask people for what you want, and find that strength. So I hope this makes sense. So as far as how the animals are helping us, or asking us even, to tap into the strength that we already possess, because we've got it. And as you know, there's a lot of work to be done for humanity's sake, for the planet's sake, for the animals' sake, and they're asking us to step forward with that strength. I will also share with you that, of course, if you would like to even envision or ask for help from the animals in addition to your very own, you can call on the lion spirit. That is very much about courage. You can also call on Archangel Ariel. She is also all about courage, and ask you to help you feel that in your body, where you're strong and how you can step forward into July with your own strength. And I would love to hear more about how your animals worked with you. So please let me know in the comments. Again, if you would like to follow me on Substack and hear all that the animals have to say there, I would so love to have you. And also, don't forget, I'm co-host of the Animal Communication Podcast that you can find on mindbodyspirit.fm, or Apple, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So please do check us out. My co-host, Karen Dendy-Smith, Meredith Tollison, and myself, we've had some amazing guests, Radley Valentine being one. We're going to have Daniel McKinnon come on soon. We've had Dr. Katie Woodley talk about a vet that's very open to listening to what you need and helping you and your animal. She's fabulous as well. So check all of that out when you get a chance. I'm so grateful that you're here. And again, enjoy the animal messages for July and stepping into your strength. Take really good care, and we'll see you next month.